eXp Realty. I'm a local real estate agent here in Central Florida. So please like this channel, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment because I have so much to show you about everything to come in Polk County and in Central Florida. If you've seen my previous videos, you've seen me tour other houses, other builders coming to Lake Wells and the surrounding areas. From Richmond American Homes to Lennar to Southern Homes, the KB Homes with their townhomes in Lake Wells, to many other ones. But this specific neighborhood is in the Silver Lakes neighborhood that's going to be in Lake Alfred, just west of Haines City. The Silver Lake neighborhood, it features new homes just minutes from I-4 and US 17. This new community provides easy access to Lakeland and the greater area of Orlando. One of the features that I like about this neighborhood is it's going to have resort style amenities. If you see the pool that's going to be built, you're going to fall in love and you're going to be driving out of your way to make sure you can live in this neighborhood. It's going to have playgrounds, the pool, and the cabanas. These luxury homes are starting in the low 330,000 and is going up from there, from 1,662 square feet all the way up to 3,416 square feet. And again, the interest rates have just gone up again for every resale house. So if you're looking to buy a house and actually save money, the new home constructions are the best way to get a house. And plus, with the lower interest rates that the new home communities are giving you, makes it easier for you to get a house. Post a comment below if you would like to see one of these homes in person. Have you seen all the new houses that are being built on Scenic Highway in Lake Wells, Florida? Well, come take a tour to find out. Hello, my name is Luis Mendez with eXp Realty here in Lake Wells, Florida. Please subscribe to my channel so I can show you more things that's coming to town. In this video, we're going to be touring 4 houses. This specific house is called the Olive. And the Olive is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house with 1,440 square feet. As you can tell, it's still in the construction stage. When we got here, it smelled just like fresh paint. So as you can see, this one is close to being ready. The very next house we're looking at is called the Amethyst. The Amethyst is also a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, but this one sits at 1,460 square feet. This one's a little bit more complete. It still needs carpeting and there's a few things that is needed, but as you can see, they all have these 42-inch cabinets with the slow close. These homes definitely have that luxury type of look. Even though it's not as large, what's nice about this, these homes come with the appliances. Everything that you see in the house is what you're getting, all upgraded. These new constructions all come with different incentives. A lot of them have been changing week after week. So I don't want to mention what's available exactly. Like, you know, I know in the past there has been closing costs covered, points being paid down. So if you're looking to know what is available at the moment, make sure you send me a text, give me a call at 407-790-6232. That way we could see what's available, what to look out for. Now, it is kind of hard to really appreciate these houses when you're looking at, you know, at a home that doesn't have carpet, is not staged. But these homes are very nice, and shortly we're going to walk into a new home construction with them that is fully furnished. Now, this one that we're walking into is the Ruby. This is one of my favorite. The last one we're going to look at is ultimately my favorite with Richmond Americans in this neighborhood. But this Ruby is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house at 1,910 square feet. This is a large home, but as you can see, it's very spacious. They all have the high ceilings, but it pretty much has everything what the other houses have. Now, of course, some things inside of the model homes are going to be a little bit upgraded, a little bit more upgraded, like that screened in lanai. Usually if it comes with the lanai, it won't be screened in, so that's just an additive. But what you're seeing with the home, that's what they're coming with, so that's the benefit. And what I like about Richmond American Home compared to other homes is their closets are humongous. I always joke around saying these closets, you could literally turn them into a little nursery. But this Ruby has the 3 of the bedrooms in the front side of the house and the master in the back. This, of course, is a model bathroom where the toilet's at. That's where the sink will, the shower would be. So don't judge the house based off of that, but just showing you the spacious size of that bathroom. And here we're walking into what I truly like. It is a little bit smaller than the Ruby at 1,700 square feet, but this one is the Azure. And this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. And for being just a little bit smaller, I feel like this plan actually flows a lot smoother. And you also got to give it up to the design team. I mean, once they designed a house, it really sucks you in into wanting this house. I really like that this one has that little study area. That's pretty neat. But like the other house, the bedrooms are in the front of the house, and then you have the master that is towards the back, and then you have the open floor concept of the kitchen flowing into the dining room and to the living room. Now, what I like about this model is how this kitchen and the dining room and the living room, they're all in their own little cubbies in a sense, but they're still connected. So you could have your own space, yet feel included all together. And that's what I love about it. And here, if you remember the amethyst, this one is almost the same kitchen, but it's fully completed. So you can have more of an idea of what it would look like when it becomes your home. And welcome to the master bedroom. Your own private oasis away from the kids' rooms. And here is the large master bathroom. What I love about it is another walk-in shower. Everyone's getting away from the tubs. But as you can see, one of their signatures is the large closets that they offer. I said this one is in Lake Wells, but we have another one in Hilltop, which is in Haines City, and a brand new community opening up in Lake Hamilton, which they're all within about 10-15 minutes away from this specific location. So if you want something closer to Orlando, closer to Disney, let me know. And that community has a pool. Thank you for watching. My name is Luis Mendez. Please subscribe to my channel to find out more of what's to come near you. So here is the kitchen, and I gotta show you this. This is a huge, really big laundry room. Massive. I would put some shelves there. Oh, it's so nice. Nice dining room area. Kitchen. I love the open floor concept. Definitely, makes it really nice for families to come together and spend time. I always think about like Thanksgiving or Super Bowl Sunday or whatnot. But very nice. And take a look at this. If you guys were to come here, look how huge this yard is. It goes out to that line out there. So if you want to put a pool, definitely have lots of room. But take a look at this. Beautiful open area. Really, really, really nice. And then come check out. I'm going to show you the master room last. So Here's the guest bedroom or bathroom. Really nice, simple. Here are the 3 other rooms. Nice nursery. Look at this. That's a queen size bed. Very roomy. Check out the closet. Closet's nice. Very spacious. I love it. Here's another room. Of course, they're using it as a office, but it's a room. And now let's go check out the master bedroom. Look at this. Very, very spacious. That's a king size bed. So, I mean, you could have stuff, a dresser here or multiple dressers there. I'd probably put a dresser right here. But, I mean, it has this couch. It's a huge master bedroom, very spacious. And then look at this bathroom. And that handsome man in the mirror, that's me. But I love how wide this tub is. You know, a lot of these new places have tubs. They're not so wide, so that's nice. Little bath toilet. Here's the shower. Very spacious, nice and clean. And of course, for you ladies, look at how huge this walk-in closet is. Very, very spacious. So, if you are looking for a new home, this one is 0 money down. 0 money down. They pay for your closing costs, so you can literally move in with like $500 to $1,000, and that's like covering the insurance pretty much. So, call me at 407-790-6232. I'd love to help you. Welcome back. This is Luis Mendez. I'm your real estate agent, and today I'm going to be going over how to buy a foreclosure home. I know you're probably seeing on the news how there's a lot of homes, foreclosure homes now hitting the market, and it's slowly on the rise, which is pretty sad for a lot of families. But for the other folks who are interested in, possibly buying a foreclosure home, I want to kind of go over the beginner-friendly guide into this. Today I'm going to cover what is a foreclosure, how to buy one, cash or financing, the type of loans that works, how long the process could take, the benefits and risk, which it's something you really need to know. Who foreclosure homes are right for. A lot of people think it's right for everyone, and I don't think so. And also the biggest misconceptions about foreclosure homes and the truth about what to expect. So first off, what is a foreclosure home? A lot of people I've heard some wild things about what a foreclosure home, but to put it into perspective, a foreclosure home is a property that the bank has taken back because the previous owners, unfortunately, couldn't keep up with the mortgage payments. And this doesn't happen just, you miss one payment. This happens for about a year or two, where it starts off. Once they start missing payments, they could go into foreclosure or pre-foreclosure. They give them notice. They give them, there's lots of options to prevent them to go to this situation, but sometimes those previous owners don't know of the options that they have, or unfortunately they just stop paying altogether. Some of these are people who passed away and there's no relatives to take over the property. You don't know the situation before, but now the bank owns the property. So once the bank finally owns the property, they're usually trying to sell it for quick to recover as much money of their, as much as their money as possible. You can find these houses on the MLS, some on auction sites, but we have a list of where you can get all these from. Now, remember, the good thing about them is you're not buying from the homeowner, you're buying from the bank or the lender. So that changes the personality, the type of offer you try to do. So how do you buy a foreclosure? That's number two. Well, most common is with cash because cash is king. But the reason why is because it's a faster deal, less paperwork, and you don't have to worry about so much of the property being in the right formality position of the home. So that way it could get a loan approval, waiting for an appraisal and all that stuff. But you can get it through financing. It's very common with conventional loans or FHA loans, and I've actually had one buyer do it with a USDA loan. But the thing about foreclosure homes you have to know is sometimes the previous people who are there, knowing that they're going to get kicked out of their home, they're not going to get most of their money. They're not going to get any money back almost. And, they're going to be sometimes trash the place. So break down walls. They'll take all the light fixtures, the window treatments. They'll take the toilets. They'll take a lot of the stuff with the property with them. And so when you walk into a house that's a foreclosure home, some may have is just bare walls. I had one that was, I think it was the sweetest deal, where it was priced $60,000 under appraisal, and they had a new roof, new AC, new water heater, and a new pool pump. So they have, the house had a pool. It was on like a third of an acre. Great property for 60,000 less, and he bought that with a USDA loan. But here's the thing with that property, he had to, when we did the inspections, there was a few issues with the appraisal, and it was minor things. It was just they had to cover a lot of the exposed electrical, and the buyer actually paid for that to get all the electrical things covered in hopes, because it was going from the bank, and the bank said, we're not fixing nothing. And that's the thing to consider. So you can get it finance, but just know that it has to meet, those basic guidelines. Sometimes, they just, the house is decent and, to go through. That's why more than likely a conventional loan works for that. Or you could do the FHA 203K, which is it's a repair loan, a home repair loan type of thing. The next thing is how long can this process take? Well, for foreclosures, they're a little bit on the slower side. So cash deals a little bit faster, 2 to 4 weeks, more towards the 3 to 4 weeks. If it's financing, you're looking at about 4 weeks on average, but it can take up to 8 weeks or more, just depending on the situation of the home. So yes, it can be a regular deal, but depending on the bank, sometimes they're very slow, and it could take a lot longer for that. Now, what issues can foreclosure homes have? And this is kind of like what I talked about with, it being an issue with getting it finances. Some of these are deferred maintenance. Sadly, they bought a home, maybe they lost their job, or, some people buy the home without thinking about taxes going up, insurance going up. This is the daily cost of owning a home. I don't recommend buying a house at your peak, but, deferred maintenance. So the AC's probably never been maintenance. Just the house is more than likely going to be in bad condition. If it's vacant, more than likely damage from that, damage from things not being used, things getting corroded. If there's any roof leaks, think of mold spreading. The AC's not on, so things could spread. The humidity could cause things to spread faster. It can have electrical and plumbing issues, and that could be an issue if it's an older house and they just couldn't update the electrical, and they lost insurance from the house, and they don't have the funds to put in the plumbing or the electric, and updating the plumbing and the electric, and that could be an issue, and you're stuck with having to pay, at least $10,000 to rewire a house or fix all the plumbing. So think about that. Missing appliances, HVAC units completely taken from the property, like I mentioned before. Also, toilets, toilets, and cast iron tubs. They will rip these things out. I would say it's about a 30% chance a lot of these things are gone, especially the appliances. There'll be no appliances. Vandalism. Some people are very upset that they're losing their house, and that's their way of dealing with grief. They will tear down the house, they'll spray paint it, they will punch holes into the walls. Excuse me, my throat's very dry. Overgrown landscaping. I mean, if the property's been abandoned, more than likely the bank's not going to take care of the property unless the city kind of demands it, city or county demands it. So you would see 4 feet tall grass pool, maybe the pool is covered but is green and all the plumbing is clogged up. And I've seen a lot of those, and they stink and they're full of bugs and frogs and all that stuff. And there could be unpaid liens, which unpaid liens, you're going to mostly deal with that with auctions. You won't get that with the foreclosure homes, but with auctions, when you're buying a house, make sure you do your own title work, because you're getting the house and every lien included with that. So if it's, let's say the house is $250 and they have $100,000 lien, well, that's a $350,000 house. Think of it like that. So if you don't do your own research when you're purchasing an auction house, you could be, you'll be out of it. But also if there's no liens on it, then perfect. But think of the liens when you're considering a foreclosure home or any auction house. And then, the benefits of buying a foreclosure home. Well, more than likely they're going to be lower purchase price. I would say it's more like a 70% chance it will be a little bit lower than the purchase price, or what the average market of the homes will be. Like I said, you're buying from a bank, not a homeowner. So you could kind of go in and say, hey, what's the bottom line? You could kind of negotiate a little bit stronger. They're a little bit easier to negotiate with than a homeowner, where homeowner, there's a lot of emotion to what they're selling. The opportunity to build instant equity. Like I had the client we bought a foreclosure in Claremont, and he had $60,000 instant equity in his house, and he was super excited for that. And he bought it at $240, and he recently sold it at a little over about $410,000 within 5 years. I mean, it was pretty great job. It's a great investment potential. If you're looking to get some investment properties, you're buying it cheap. If you're looking to flip, I always tell people focus on the 4 points and put some lipstick on it and then flip it, depending on the market. But if you're looking for rentals, hey, that'd be, that's a great option too. There's a lot of foreclosures in, I would say, lower income places. So if you're trying to meet the 1% ratio, that could work out really great for you. And like I mentioned before, when I said that you're purchasing from the bank, it's a less emotional negotiating thing. So you could come in at a sharp, at a lower rate. You're not going to get cursed out at or ignored. They'll come out and say, no, those numbers don't meet, those numbers don't match, or they'll say, yeah, we could work something out with that. So you kind of get that for you. So if you are looking to flip, invest in properties, or if you're a handy person, these are great for you. Now, the downside of buying a foreclosure home, the homes are being sold as is. More than likely, the banks are not going to do anything for it. Some banks may fix the roof or at least fix the 4 points so that way the home could sell. But most times they're not doing nothing, and they will sit on the market for hundreds of days, before they take a big loss. Repairs can be expensive. If you need a roof, plumbing, and electric, you're talking, not just a few $100. We're talking thousands of dollars. Roofs, you're looking at 15,000 plus. Plumbing, 5,000 plus. Electric, you're looking at about $8,000 to $10,000, just like kind of on a basic home. So think about those things. It is a little bit harder to finance if the home is in a rough condition. It is a slower process real estate deal compared to most homes. You don't know the history of the home. You don't know what they've done in the house. You don't know much. One good way to kind of find out about the property, if they're close to a lot of neighbors, maybe ask around. Or, if that really matters to you, you could ask neighbors or call the police department, kind of see if they have any information on that local property. And then the downside is competition from cash investors. If you're in a good spot and you're trying to buy the house with an FHA loan or a conventional loan, the cash buyer is going to be king, all the time. It's because they don't have to worry about appraisal. They don't have to worry about it the inspector finding an issue that can't be fixed. More than likely, like I said, the bank's trying to sell fast, and they'll go with the cash buyer. Now, who should buy the foreclosure homes? The people this works out for is going to be for investors, flippers, buyers who are good with repairs, handyman, homeowners, the contractors and stuff, people who want to bargain and are ready for the work. This is a mindset. If you're going to buy a house and this is not your first house and you're ready to put in some work into a home, this is good for you. Or if you're a cash buyer, this is going to be perfect for you because we get something in that perfect price point. Now, who I don't think should buy this home? If you're a first-time home buyer, a foreclosure house should not be for you because you're buying a big investment. And, you don't want your first house to be a big headache for you, especially if you don't know what you're doing. I mean, if your parents did this and, or if your line of work, you're into a bunch of this construction stuff, that's another thing. But if you don't know anything about home repairs, you don't know anything about that type of thing, and your money is a little bit tight, you want a safe and secure place, don't get a foreclosure home. Buyers, if you have no money for unexpected repairs, like you don't know if they clogged the plumbing and is like all the way down, towards the sewer, and the first few weeks everything is great, but you have no idea it's destroyed. You don't know what the people have done. If you don't have unexpected, if you don't have money for the unexpected repairs, go with a safe house that's, that has maybe a newer house that has warranty, not a home that is a foreclosure home that's more than likely going to have issues. People with a tight time frame. So this will be, folks, if you're selling a house and you have to move into the house the same exact day, I wouldn't do that. If anything, have somewhere to stay in between and then move into this house. But if you have to close and move in the same day, a foreclosure home may not be the best option for you unless you have somewhere to stay in the middle to ease the stress, because it will drive you insane. Anyone who needs the home to be perfect on the first day, get a new construction, get something newer, because they may have issues with the home. Every house is going to have, there's no perfect house. The only thing is perfect is God. But since we're humans, we make mistakes. So there won't be a perfect home, but they have warranties. And if you find everything in the inspection, you hand it off to them and they will have to fix everything. So that's a good thing about buying a new construction. And then also buyers who are stressed and it has that uncertainty. Foreclosures are not for you. That is, talk about stress for if you're a first time home buyer. This is going to be stressful because you don't know the conditions of the home. You're going to spend about $500-600, maybe more, maybe up to $1,000 in the inspection, trying to find out what the home has. And then you find out it's your worst nightmare. You need a new roof, you need plumbing, it has some mold, it has termites or something like that. And you're going to be discouraged. So if you're a type of person that gets stressed out and you just want less stress, easy thing. Don't go for a foreclosure home. You got to have a good mind. You have to have the right mindset for it. Now, what are some misconceptions about buying a foreclosure home? So I've heard people say, well, all foreclosure homes are cheap. That's not true. Some are discounted. Some are right at the market value. Some are priced just below. But you can always negotiate for a lower deal. And then the second misconception is foreclosure means a guaranteed deal. No. We more than likely we can get a better deal, but it doesn't mean you're always going to get the deal, because the price has to fit the bank as well. They have to come to agree with it. The repairs have to be reasonable for you. You know, if you go into the house, it looks like a new roof. You go in and all the repairs and everything, there's no permits for the roof. It's just so much financially for you, like a mistake. The house may not be a great idea for you. Or if the numbers don't make sense, it's not for you. Number 3, the bank will fix the home before closing. That is extremely, extremely rare. And I think the house that we got, where the bank fixed the roof and the plumbing, the water heater and the AC, they did that because they wanted the house to sell, and that's when the interest rates were tanking, so they were able to fix the house. So that the interest rates were actually going up at this time, and sales were stopping. So they were trying to get the property so they could sell, and so they ended up doing that. But that was the only foreclosure home I've ever seen where the bank was willing to fix anything. Number 4 of the misconception, I've heard that, you can't get financing. That is not true. You can. We closed with a USDA loan, which I didn't think you could do with a USDA loan, but they ended up doing a USDA. We first did conventional. I've done conventional. I haven't done FHA on these, but I've done FHA. I've done conventional and USDA on these. And number 5, foreclosure homes are risky and should be avoided. Yes, they are risky, but if you have the right mindset, if you know what you're getting into, and if you're a cash buyer, you have that mindset, you know what you're getting, this could be a great opportunity for you. And so the honest truth, a foreclosure can be a great opportunity, a great deal, and a huge win if you understand what you're walking into. But it requires patience, a good real estate agent, proper inspections, and you need to find a home inspector that knows what they're doing. And that could be another video. Maybe in a willingness to get your hands dirty on the, go into the property and see the home. I've known investors, when they see a property that has oversized, the yard is oversized, windows boarded up, they start drooling because they know that's good money right there. So if that's you, this is great. This is a great opportunity for you. If you're interested in knowing more, let me know. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and comment below with your questions. And I'd love to help you out. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, my name is Luis Mendez, your trusted realtor here in Polk County, Florida. Today I'm excited to talk to you about D.R. Horton and their incredible home models, specifically the Cali and the Hayden models. D.R. Horton is known for the commitment to quality, affordability, and customer satisfaction. D.R. Horton is America's largest home builder, offering a variety of home styles to suit different needs and lifestyles. Whether you're a first-time home buyer looking to upgrade or searching for the perfect family home, D.R. Horton has something for everyone. Let's start with the Cali model. The Cali is a stunning one-story home that features 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and a 2-car garage, all spread across 1,828 square feet. This model is perfect for families, offering a spacious, open-concept floor plan that combines the kitchen, dining area, and living room into a large, welcoming space. The kitchen is equipped with stainless steel appliances, granite countertops, and a large island, making it an ideal both for cooking and entertaining. The master suite boasts a large walk-in closet and a luxurious bathroom with dual sinks, a large shower, and an ample storage of space. Next, let's talk about the Hayden model. The Hayden is a 2-story home with 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and 2-car garage, encompassing 2,601 square feet. The model is perfect for larger families and those who love to host guests. The Hayden features a versatile floor plan with a spacious living area, a modern kitchen with a large pantry, and a flexible room that can be used as a home office or playroom. The master suites includes a generous walk-in closet and a private bathroom with dual vanities, and a walk-in shower. One of the unique aspects of the Hayden model is the inclusion of a guest bedroom and a full bathroom on the first floor, providing an extra convenience of privacy for visitors. In addition to the Cowley and Hayden model, D.R. Horton offers a wide variety of other home designs, ensuring there's something for every taste and budget. These beautiful homes are available in multiple locations throughout Polk County, including Lakeland, Winter Haven, Davenport, Haines City, Lake Wells, and Bartow. No matter where you are looking to live in Polk County, there's a D.R. Horton community waiting for you. Polk County is a fantastic place to call home for many reasons. It offers a blend of vibrant city life and peaceful suburban living. Lakeland is known for its historic downtown area, beautiful lakes, and a strong sense of community. It's a hub for culture and recreation with many parks and museums and family-friendly events. Winter Haven is famous for its chain of lakes, offering endless opportunity for water sports, fishing, and boating. It's home to the popular Legoland Florida resorts, making it a great place for family. Davenport is a growing community with easy access to major highways, making it convenient for commuters. It's close to the world-famous theme parks in Orlando, providing plenty of entertainment options. Haines City offers a small-town feeling with a close-knit community with beautiful natural surroundings. It's a perfect place for those who appreciate a smaller pace of life while still being close to urban amenities. Lake Wells is known for its scenic beauty and historic sites, including Bach Tower. It offers a tranquil lifestyle with plenty of outdoor activities. And final, Bartow is the country seat and has a charming downtown area with historic buildings and local shops. It's a great place to experience the rich history and culture of Polk County. D.R. Horton makes home buying easy and affordable with a variety of incentives. Many of their locations still qualify for USDA loans, meaning you could potentially buy a home with zero money down. There also offers financial options and buyer incentives to help make your dream of homeownership a reality. I would love to sit down with you and go over our home buying process in more detail. Whether you're interested in the Cowley, the Hayden, or any other D.R. Horton model, I'm here to help you find the perfect home. Contact me, Luis Mendez, at 407-790-6232, and let's make your home ownership dream come true. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to working with you.
Have you seen all the new houses that are being built on Scenic Highway in Lake Wells, Florida? Well, come take a tour to find out. Hello, my name is Luis Mendez with eXp Realty here in Lake Wells, Florida. Please subscribe to my channel so I can show you more things that's coming to town. In this video, we're going to be touring 4 houses. This specific house is called the Olive, and the Olive is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house with 1,440 square feet. As you can tell, it's still in the construction stage. When we got here, it smelled just like fresh paint. So as you can see, this one is close to being ready. The very next house we're looking at is called the Amethyst. The Amethyst is also a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, but this one sits at 1,460 square feet. This one's a little bit more complete. It still needs carpeting, and there's a few things that is needed. But as you can see, they all have these 42-inch cabinets with the slow close. These homes definitely have that luxury type of look. Even though it's not as large, what's nice about this, these homes come with the appliances. Everything that you see in the house is what you're getting, all upgraded. These new constructions all come with different incentives. A lot of them have been changing week after week. So I don't want to mention what's available exactly. Like, I know in the past there has been closing costs covered, points being paid down. So if you're looking to know what is available at the moment, make sure you send me a text. Give me a call at 407-790-6232. That way we could see what's available, what to look out for. Now, it is kind of hard to really appreciate these houses when you're looking at, at a home that doesn't have carpet, is not staged. But these homes are very nice, and shortly we're going to walk into a new home construction with them that is fully furnished. Now, this one that we're walking into is the Ruby. This is one of my favorite. The last one we're going to look at is ultimately my favorite with Richmond Americans in this neighborhood. But this Ruby is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house at 1,910 square feet. This is a large home, but as you can see, it's very spacious. They all have the high ceilings, but it pretty much has everything what the other houses have. Now, of course, some things inside of the model homes are going to be a little bit upgraded, a little bit more upgraded, like that screened in lanai. Usually if it comes with the lanai, it won't be screened in, so that's just an additive. But what you're seeing with the home, that's what they're coming with, so that's the benefit. And what I like about Richmond American Home compared to other homes is their closets are humongous. I always joke around saying these closets, you could literally turn them into a little nursery. But this Ruby has the 3 of the bedrooms in the front side of the house and the master in the back. This, of course, is a model bathroom where the toilet's at. That's where the sink will, the shower would be. So don't judge the house based off of that, but just showing you the spacious size of that bathroom. And here we're walking into what I truly like. It is a little bit smaller than the Ruby at 1,700 square feet, but this one is the Azure, and this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. And for being just a little bit smaller, I feel like this plan actually flows a lot smoother. And you also got to give it up to the design team. I mean, once they designed a house, it really sucks you into wanting this house. I really like that this one has that little study area. That's pretty neat. But like the other house, the bedrooms are in the front of the house, and then you have the master that is towards the back, and then you have the open floor concept of the kitchen flowing into the dining room and to the living room. Now, what I like about this model is how this kitchen and the dining room and the living room, they're all in their own little cubbies in a sense, but they're still connected. So you could have your own space, yet feel included all together. And that's what I love about it. And here, if you remember the amethyst, this one is almost the same kitchen, but it's fully completed. So you can have more of an idea of what it would look like when it becomes your home. And welcome to the master bedroom. Your own private oasis away from the kids' rooms. And here is the large master bathroom. What I love about it is another walk-in shower. Everyone's getting away from the tubs. But as you can see, one of their signatures is the large closets that they offer. I said this one is in Lake Wells, but we have another one in Hilltop, which is in Haines City, and a brand new community opening up in Lake Hamilton, which they're all within about 10-15 minutes away from this specific location. So if you want something closer to Orlando, closer to Disney, let me know. And that community has a pool. Thank you for watching. My name is Luis Mendez. Please subscribe to my channel to find out more of what's to come near you. Come take a tour with me as we walk through this Richmond American home located here in Lake Wells, Florida. My name is Luis Mendez. I'm a local real estate agent here in Lake Wells. Please subscribe to this channel to find out more. With the way the market's going, I mean, it is really hard to buy a home, especially if you're trying to get a resale house. I mean, 7% interest rates, and on top of that, you got to put down payment, closing costs. I mean, it's kind of insane. In fact, it's hurting the market right now. We're actually in a recession. But right now, the best opportunity to buy a house is with the new home construction. New home constructions are offering lower interest rates, closing costs, assistance. I mean, they're doing upgrades on the houses, and especially with them being in the first stages, when you buy the home now, by the time the neighborhood is done, you're building so much equity, and you can just pretty much sell it and buy either a different house in another location, or buy a second home with the extra equity that you're getting. I mean, it's insane to not choose a brand new home construction, especially right now. If you're looking to buy a home, before you go to a resale house, come check out a new home construction and take advantages of all the incentives that are given and offered to you. Thank you for watching. Stay, video's not over yet. Take a look at it, share this with your friends and family, or someone that you know that might be interested in getting a new home and getting a second home. This is great for investors, and it's great for families. It's great for everyone. Please give me a call at 407-790-6232 and let me know when we can schedule a tour to go see the houses. And don't forget to subscribe. We have some townhomes that are coming up, and I got a lot of people asking me about the townhomes, and there's now already a list of people who are jumping on this. So if you want to be one of the first few to come check it out, let me know. Talk to you guys soon. Please subscribe. Here is 3308 Indian Pipes Trail in Frostproof, Florida, in Blue Jordan Community. This is a total of 10 acres that consists of 3 parcels. 2 more houses are permitted to be built on the property, according to the seller. Currently listed as an Airbnb, and he has 49 reviews, so I'm sure he's had, even more people who've been out there. But for $239 a night, it's a pretty good deal for the property. Where the home sits on, there's lots of open areas. It's not totally plain, but it's also not fully covered by trees, so that makes it very accessible. I love this large open space here, covered in porch, great for entertaining friends and family, or great for having guests who are staying over if you have it as an Airbnb to stay within in case it rains. Pretty neat area outside with this washing station here. I totally would build an outdoor kitchen to kind of allow all this to flow together. What's pretty neat is the well that they have, this cool pump well nearby. The only downside is I don't think it fully works, or I just haven't pumped it long enough, but it's a pretty cool feature to have. Hopefully in the future you can get it fixed. So when you come into the house, you're going into the left side of the building, and that's when you're greeted by the laundry room, and then if you make a left right there, it goes right into the kitchen. If you were to go straight, then it'll lead into the master bathroom and the master bedroom. If you're standing in the front porch looking towards the house, this will be on the right side. And this seems to be either a covered porch or just an additional add-on to the property. But it overall looks really neat. And just outside of this room, which I don't have it on video, but is the hot tub. So in this pergola covered, which is really nice, you have a hot tub with some lawn chairs. So it makes it a great entertaining area. So if you're looking at the property, at the house, this will be on the far end, the far left side. This side is the extra parcel that's outside of Blue Jordan. So Blue Jordan will end on where the fence will be. But then all of this side, it's all fenced in as well, is where is the additional parcel. And behind the cows, it looks like there's easement there, so that's something to verify. But what's nice is if you're looking to turn this into a farm, everything's already pre-fenced for you. which that saves you thousands of dollars. It's fencing for goats. I believe this is where they had the goats previously, and all of that is the additional parcel. That's when you're coming in through the gate. That's the first parcel you will see, and that's on the left side or the right side of the property. At the time of doing the video, there was no goats. We were really hoping to see that. But it's really neat to have all these things here. The seller did say that everything included with the property is negotiable if you want it to be removed or if you want it additional to the property. All of it could be negotiated, including the animals. And as we leave the property, you have a better idea of this is the first parcel as you're coming in. Here is the additional space where you could build your house here and still rent out the house. So it'll work out pretty neat for you. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this was a help for you.
Hey everyone, my name is Luis Mendez. I'm your local realtor, and I'm going to be taking you a tour in this new KB Homes community. It's called Lake Maple Loop by KB Homes, and these are custom builds. They do have some spec homes, meaning some ready to move in, but these are custom build, meaning you could set up the whole plan, the whole house the way you like it. And this neighborhood is north of Lake Wells, just like I would say right next to Lake Hamilton, right next to Dundee, Winter Haven area, not Winter Haven, Haines City area, if you want to kind of get the idea of it. Now, the good thing about this neighborhood, because it's north of Lake Wells, we're talking about maybe 45 minutes to Disney, but you're close to Legoland, you're close to Lake Ava Community Park, Lake Marie, Lake Wells Country Club. I would say you're the closest to Greenleaf Golf Course if you like kind of want to have an idea of where this is at compared to most areas in Florida, and the Country Club of Winter Haven. So there's a really nice spot next to a lot of areas.